Are you falling into the trap of chasing the next shiny thing, the next shiny strategy that focuses on everything outside of you? Right, guys, welcome to another episode of the Powerful Man Show. I am your host, Tim the Powerful Man Matthews. Unfortunately, not with my co-host, Doug Holt. He is away, recovering from his pedicure. Apparently, they cut his toenails a little bit too low. You know, he didn't like the pain, so he's gone back and he's getting it fixed. So hopefully he'll be here next time. Yeah. So guys, let's go ahead and dive in. Hopefully I've been doing a good enough job on the past few episodes of actually filling in for Doug. So on today's show, the man is more important than the strategy. So recently, as of this week in actual fact, we have had one of the men in the Brotherhood who's had his record month in his business. He's actually, it's been his highest revenue month, which is awesome. But the key thing here is, not only has it been his highest revenue month, it's also been the month where he has finished work at 1 p.m. Today he started work at 11 a.m. He has completely transformed his morning routine. His marriage, the intimacy, the connection that he's experiencing with his wife is on a level that he's never experienced before. So much so that actually a couple of weeks ago, she had to go away for an emergency. And I think it was a Thursday, and said, look, I've got to go. Can you take care of the kids? I'll be back Monday. You can imagine how, a curveball that is when you've got a business to run as well, and he's got 3 kids. And it was just like, yeah, sure, of course. And something that previously would have completely derailed him, and he would have flown off the handle with his wife and said, look, don't you get it? I've got a business to run. Can't you just wait? Can you go away on Saturday? Literally, his own words, that's the scenario he described that he previously did, not would have done. That's what he used to do. But this time around, he's just completely taken it in his stride and had a great weekend with the kids. And it's turned out to be his biggest month ever in business. Now, I want to add something that this guy hasn't implemented tons of different or new business strategies. It's not like he's just launched a new marketing campaign. It's not like all of a sudden his business is seasonal. It's leading up to Christmas or Halloween, and he's gonna get more sales at this time of year. It's not like that at all, and it's not even like he has been including his wife in the work that he's been doing on himself over the past 6 months, going through the activation method, the alpha reset, and then into the Brotherhood. So everything on the outside of this guy has stayed the same. Well, it's changed, but you get what I'm saying. Everything has stayed the same. All the strategies that he's using, his home life, everything, it's all stayed the same. But his results have exponentially improved. Now, why is that? Why is that? Well, the reason for that, in my opinion, is because he is operating from a completely different operating system. It's like an iPhone, right? This is Android, I know, but let's say you've got an iPhone and Android. What happens? Every so often you get a message come through that says, hey, software update, do you want to install it? Yes or no? And if you install it, what happens? You get the newest, fastest, biggest operating system. Your phone works better. And that's essentially what this guy has done. He's gone through the alpha reset and realized things about himself, let go of guilt and shame and anger that didn't serve him, got real with himself on who he needed to be, not what he needed to do, who he needed to be, and was given a system that works. Obviously, our system works, and my point here isn't to sell our system. I want to explain the point. It was given a system that's been proven to work, And when you combine a system that's been proven to work with a guy who's hungry to deepen the level of connection and intimacy with his wife, because him and his wife were on the brink of divorce. So when you combine a system with a guy who's hungry, what's going to happen there? What's going to happen? There's only going to end in one way, right? And that's he's going to have a profound result. And this guy has had an exponential result. I actually called him this morning. And I was asking him, because he's going to film something for us. I said, I'll just call him Sam. It'll be easy for me to say a name. Sam, how you doing? Tim here. Yeah, Tim, how you doing? Sam, how's your morning been? Cold shower, done. Gym, done. Meditation, done. Journaling, done. It's like I'm just doing some work before our brotherhood call at 4. I'm going to go into the office at 11, work a couple of hours, and then come back for the brotherhood call. This guy is on point. He's on point. And in the past, he's tried business coaching. He thought the problem was his business. So he invested tens of thousands into business coaching. That helped the business. Don't get me wrong. It moved the business along a little bit. But he didn't have record months. He didn't change the balance in his life. It didn't give him more peace of mind and help him switch off so he could be more present and connected with his wife. Those things only come when you're able to let go of the stresses of running a business and change your mindset.
Hey, sorry to interrupt the show, but I wanted to ask you a question. Do you ever feel like something's just missing? Like there's something more out there and you just can't put your finger on it? I totally get it. Go over right now to thepowerfulman.com/freedom to discover the system that other businessmen just like you are using. We've included 10 case studies, 10 men just like you who have found the solution and have found their way on their path. And we want to share that with you. Go over to thepowerfulman.com/freedom right away. Now let's get back to the show.
Shift it. But obviously, you've got to use a system to be able to do that. It's very difficult to do it on your own. And if you've achieved it on your own, then awesome. Kudos to you. That's really great. So I have a question for you. All of you watching live in the Facebook community, all of you gorgeous listeners. And the question is, are you falling into the trap of chasing the next shiny thing, the next shiny strategy that focuses on everything outside of you? Maybe it's the sales training, maybe it's the marketing, maybe it's the team building, maybe it's the marriage counseling, maybe it's the therapy, maybe it's the date nights even. If things aren't working for you, let's say in your marriage, let's say there's disconnect between you and your wife. Let's say you want to be more patient with your kids. Let's say that, if you're wanting to have more freedom in your business, if you're wanting to have more intimacy and connection with your wife, be more patient with your kids, then maybe it'd help you to just take a moment and pause and have a look at what you've tried. Have you tried all of the things that focus on the external? If you have, maybe it's time to take a different approach. Maybe it's time to live from the inside out instead of the outside in. There's a methodology that we talk a lot about, and that's about inside out living. And inside out living is all about starting with you. And this is why in the 5 territories, we always say the first territory that you've got to get in order is self. We'll give the guys a concept, and we've spoken about this. We've spoken about this before with you guys, and the fundamentals of alpha. So you can live with more peace, power, and flow. That's a mechanism. It's a training, a system, let's say, that we give the men that they've got to get in place first before they can even get into the relationship stuff. Before they can even get into the tactics to better communicate with the wife or to plan a profound date night. You've got to start with that first territory of self. You've got to, because it all starts with you. And this guy in particular, his whole leadership style has changed. He's a lot calmer. He's a lot more confident. He's got more clarity, more direction and purpose. And as a result, everyone in his business is following suit, which does what? It gives him space to step away from the business and reinvest that energy into his wife and his kids and himself. Hence why he's having record months in sales, losing weight, awesome position in his marriage and loving life with his kids as well. So I challenge you, beautiful, powerful men, to get real with yourself and to take 5 minutes today. Got to take action today and assess, okay, what in my life right now isn't working? Where do I not have the result that I want? Pinpoint one area. Maybe it's your marriage. Okay, what have I tried in this area? Maybe it's marriage counseling. Maybe you've tried nothing. Maybe you've just listened to audiobooks or podcasts like this, but you've not actually tried anything yet. Maybe you don't know where to start. It can be confusing. But whatever area it is, have a look at what you've done and assess it. Does this focus on the inside? Am I living inside out, or am I living outside in? And just have a look, assess. If you find that you are living outside in and it's not working for you, then it might be a good time to head over to thealphareset.com and have a look there and find out how we might be able to help you. And whether it's us or whether it's someone else, whatever. I'd obviously love for it to be us. I'd love to meet you and work with you and help you. But if it's not, just do something. Don't leave it until it's too late. We've had it where men have completely ignored the warning signs. The marriages ended up crumbling. They've resented the business for what it's cost them. And then they've started to sabotage the business. And before you know it, they've split up with the wife and kids. They're living on their own. The business is struggling. And they are turning to things that they had previously given up. So I don't want that for you, of course. So guys, again, thank you for joining me on another episode of The Powerful Man Show. I love the feedback that we are getting from you guys. It's the listeners, it's growing phenomenally. I think last week we had another 1,000 downloads. It's growing at a really great rate. So thank you for all of your support, your feedback. And if it's time for you to find out more about the work we do, then head over to thealphareset.com and maybe it's for you. Maybe it's the right time. So guys, until next time, have a terrific day and I will see you again soon. And hopefully next time, Doug will be with me.